This is the Above the Corner podcast.
Come on!
Good evening, citizens of Earth.
Let's get it.
Citizens of Earth, Origin, or any other planet in the solar system.
Chef Ron and Tay come together to bring you real life experiences. That's right, we touch on everything from life itself, entrepreneurship, family, business, finance, and so much more. We going above it all, baby.
Another job well done.
All right, fellas, let's get to it.
Yo, what's up, yo? It's your boy Chef Ron the Great, aka the Corner Store Chef.
Yo, it's your boy Tay, aka Above the Ashes. You know what I go by.
Yes, sir. And we are back with yet another edition of Above the Corner podcast. It's been a little minute, been about 2 weeks since we've been together on the
About
screen.
2 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, but you know, we had to handle some back end things. You know what I mean? Tay took a little trip for a week. That's why I gave you the episode interviewing Manny Payton last week. But yes, nonetheless, we are back, man. What's going on, brother? How was your week?
So my week was it was pretty stressful. It wasn't the best week. I ain't even gonna lie. I didn't even have the best week. I had a lot of projects that I got backed up on, and you know I couldn't manage time the right way. But you know I brought myself back. What was it, yesterday? And now I'm good. So. But I still got some projects I'm backed up on, and we're gonna finish them now. You know what I'm saying?
Got work done.
But yeah, of course, baby. You know, I gotta get work done. You know what I mean? Like it's no other choice. You feel me? So, but I'm getting stuff done, and it's a little smoother now. So we good. But what about you, bro?
Man, my week was good, man. My week was good. You know, killed it as usual in the kitchen. You know what I mean? I wish I could have got some more content last week. I wasn't able to do that, but we all had weeks like that.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Had a little situation. You know what I mean? We're gonna touch on that. But other than that, my week was excellent, man. I you know, came across some opportunities. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I gained some information, gained some knowledge. So you know, any time you're progressing in life, it's never a bad week, even if you go through bad things.
There you go.
Yeah.
What we talking about?
We talking about drowning out the noise, man.
Drowning out the noise.
Drowning out the noise, man. It's, you know, it's imperative to stay focused and have tunnel vision when you are, you know, when you got goals and you got dreams, you got aspirations. You get all of this on this side, this on this side. You got to block all of that out. It got to be straight tunnel vision. You got to keep it moving forward. You can't let anything bring you down to a level that's below you. You can't let anything steal time from you. We cannot get time back. That is the most valuable asset God has given to us. Not money, not gold, none of that, no materialistic stuff. It's time. Once it's gone, you can't get it back. So, you know, as far as that, I mean, like being on the phone, on social media for hours upon hours upon hours. Y'all get them same, if you got an iPhone, you get them same, the hour count at the end of the week. What's it called? The weekly recap?
Weekly recap.
They let you know. You was on the phone for 9 hours.
Your screen was open for how long? On what app?
Average, you was on the phone for 9 hours and 30 days, 30 minutes per day. That's a whole job. You on the phone doing what? Did you get anything done? Did you make any money?
Man.
Did you make any money, or you was just scrolling the gram? You was just scrolling Facebook, playing, laughing, joking. Nah, we gotta get rid of all them distractions, man.
And it's perfectly fine to have leisure in your own time and stuff like that. But when it's time to get down to business, you get down to business. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at that weekly recap, you know, my phone, I don't know if it does with every iPhone, but you know, it literally just tells you at the top randomly, like literally randomly out of nowhere. It tells you like your weekly recap was this. Spent this amount of time on Facebook, spent this amount of time on Instagram, et cetera, et cetera. And, you know, when I look at that, I know I don't really think anything of it, but like the more you like actually talk about, when you actually like bring it to the table and talk about it, it's like, wow, I spent all those hours on this, but my bank account looking like this, and I won't make no money when I was doing this. That's kind of crazy. And then, especially for somebody like me, like say if I see that, and, you know, I'm a disabled veteran 100%. So I have all this free time. And, you know, when I look at that, that usage that I spent over social media versus being out and, you know, getting shots or getting videos, taking videos and getting more experience and building my experience up, you know, you got to look at yourself like, wow, I'm complaining all this stuff, but my time management is completely off. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's literally telling you every week, like, yo, you're doing this. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like in your mind, you have to tell yourself, don't do that. And you have to tell yourself what's prioritized and what's not. So
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, I see my time, I don't even click on it.
Yeah.
I'll be like, damn.
I feel that. Yeah.
When that thing come up on Sunday, I'll be like, damn, I be mad at myself. Like, you know, because if you spent, even if it's say 5 hours, 4 hours, whatever it is, if you took that same exact time, like he said, and you put it into your craft, or you put it into a book studying your craft, or you put it into planning and strategizing, if you put that same amount of time every day into something that you're building, you're going to look up one day and you're going to have an empire. But if not, we sitting on these apps and we're building these people's empires. They get paid from us just being on the app. So of course they're going to send ads, which keep us on the apps. Of course they're going to send, they're going to post the funny video that you're going to laugh at. Of course, that's why everything is on the algorithm now, because they only send stuff to you that you're going to be engaged in, because they're trying to keep you on the app. So we got to, we got to let these apps go. Like you said, everything is at leisure though. I'm not telling you not to have fun, but like TV, the phone, all of that. Let's chill on that for a little bit. Like 2021 should be personal for everybody, and we should be focusing on ourselves and elevating and moving to higher levels. You understand what I'm saying?
That's a fact, yo. That growth has to come this year, yo. I mean, from day one, you just like as soon as it turned to 2021, you just felt a different energy. Like that different change a year, and being as though it's still the beginning, and you still on the apps and still on. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta. Just chill, just a little bit, but sometimes those apps can be a little misconstrued, only because like say somebody like me, I make videos on my phone as well. So like, and I do it on Instagram, like on an actual app. So like when I'm out, like this morning, I spent about an hour at City Center and getting different shots. So that gets factored in. So it's like stuff like that. Take it with a grain of salt, but at the same time, make sure that you're prioritizing. I'm gonna say that word a couple times in this video because I had a problem with prioritizing a lot of stuff in life, especially last year. So, this year I'm gathering everything back and, building everything into a list to where I'm like, yo, this needs to go first. This needs to go second. And, it all comes from there. Like once you actually start laying stuff out, whether it's mentally or physically on paper, that stuff it comes back to you naturally.
Yeah. To prioritize, somebody just put me on to this last week, maybe it was the week before, on the iPhone. I'm sure Android got something similar. It's the Reminders app. So if you go into the Reminders app, it literally is, I forget when you click on something that gives you an open space, and you just write down each task you need to complete that day. Like me, I was just, I got a lot done, but it was just like, I didn't have nothing written down. Everything was in my head. So, you get, what's the word I'm looking for? It gets repetitive. Like you walking around doing so much, but you're not really doing nothing.
There you go.
Because you don't have an end goal. You don't have a direction. You just in the car driving.
Yep.
I can get in the car and say I'm going to Cali, but if I don't have directions, if I don't got the GPS on, I might end up in Kansas.
There you go.
Facts. With the Reminder app, I started using that, and it was like it came to a point where I didn't have much time to spend with my family and none of that. But ever since I started using that Reminders app, it's like my list is complete. It's 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's 5 o'clock.
Yep.
I literally don't have anything to do anymore. Let me go sit down with my kids. Let me go sit down with my wife. Let me use this extra time that I have and use it wisely instead of just walking around doing a bunch of something that ends up being actually nothing.
And I feel like when you talk about time, I feel like time is its own energy in itself. Like you can have a negative time or you can have a positive time. And that positive time comes with when you're scheduling, making sure you're laying everything out, making sure everything's good. And then at the end of the day, you got time for yourself. That negative time is when, you stressing and you running around, but you don't have no sense of direction. You don't know where you're going, how long you're going to be there. You know what I'm saying? You might even know where you're going, but you don't know how long you're going to be there. You don't know if you're going to overstay. You didn't plan. You don't know anything about where your destination is because you didn't write anything down or you didn't put anything in your head where like, oh, okay, well, I got to be home at this time. Or maybe you said that. You might have said that, but, I got to be home at this time, but you didn't plan anything out. So you can be at home at that time. You feel me? So when you think about time, take it like that's so important, especially this year, bro. Like we have to get the time back that we lost last year because we weren't able to go out, we weren't able to do anything. You know what I'm saying? You can make the money and everything, but money isn't everything at the end of the day. But obviously make your money. But the time that we lost last year, we weren't able to go out, we weren't able to go to beaches. Busch Gardens was closed down, Water Country closed down, movie theaters closed down. Everything that we needed to, unwind was closed down. Right. You know what I mean? So it was hard on all of us. And I get that, some people better than others, but at the same time, we lost a lot of time last year. So this year, you work on getting that back.
We lost a lot of time, we gained a lot of time.
True.
Because we were stuck in the house, some people might have utilized that time correctly. Some people the time just went back and they can't get it back. You know what I mean? But I want to touch on situation that happened over the weekend, you know what I mean? I want to apologize to my following. It ain't spill over to Instagram or Twitter or anything. It was a little Facebook shenanigans, which, you know, not gonna say no names. We're not gonna talk about what happened or anything. But that's why I wanted to name this podcast episode "Drown Out the Noise." So when you up and you successful, or even, you know, you going in a different direction than other people. I'm not gonna say you're doing better than somebody, but you going in a different direction. You moving a little better than you used to. You just becoming a better version of you. It's always gonna be people to try to pull you down to where they at. They're going to try to distract you. There's going to be hate. They're going to say certain things. They're going to try to bait you into getting a reaction out of you. And, you know, me, like I said, you know, me coming from the older lifestyle, it's hard for me not to react to certain stuff, especially when people is blatantly talking about me.
Yes. You
know what I mean? So
yes.
It's hard for me not to react and, you know, snap like a cobra. You know what I mean? Like, yo, what? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, like, the same thing has happened like 3-4 times, all with different people. And, you know, as the situation was going on, I started getting mad at myself. I wasn't even mad at the person anymore. I'm like, yo, I keep falling for the same bait from a different person. Like, the same exact tactics from a different person. Yes. But being that I still got that old mentality in me, like I said, it's hard for me not to react. So, you know, I pulled back from the situation. I said it is what it is, man. You want to take the W, you take the W. I'm going to take the loss because it's certain stuff that, you know, with me, it's certain directions. It's only 2 directions I can go.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? Like, when you cross a certain line, I'm ready to get into some gangster-ish.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm 35 now. I'm not 21 no more. I can't move like that no more. Yeah. You know what I mean? I got too much. I got the brand behind me. I got my kids. We got the podcast. I got too much going on to pull up on somebody and some violence occur, and then I don't got time to be doing 5, 10, 15, 20 years in prison. I don't have it in me. You know what I mean? I got too much going on out here. So, you know, to avoid that situation, I walk away from anything right now. If you don't put your hands on me, you don't put your hands on my children, you don't harm my home, I walk away from anything right now, man. And, you know, drown out the noise. I want to touch on that. Like, don't come off of your throne to dance with the clowns at the circus, man. A wise man once told me, don't argue with fools, because one watching from a distance can't tell who is who.
There you go.
You know what I mean? With me, everybody, man, I'm respected out here. You understand what I'm saying? People look up to me. People count on me. People is rooting for me. So for me to engage with somebody on social media, it's going to start making me look like them. People going to start looking at me sideways. So that's one of the main reasons I drew back from the situation, man. At the end of the day, it's not worth it. Drive the noise, tunnel vision, keep driving, keep shooting. You're going to hit your target and just keep it moving, man.
There you go. And I got a small little analogy to piggyback off of that. I feel like you can't be the ringleader if you're trying to perform in a circus. That's you feel me? Like, come on. Like, you supposed to be watching everything go on behind, you know what I'm saying? And you trying to dip and dive. You know, like, don't jump into that stuff. You feel me? I think this morning I had a situation where I had to drown out the noise myself because I ain't going to call out no names. I saw on a post that some girl had called out a guy because he was expressing himself or whatever, and you know she had her opinion, and he was very calm about the situation, and she kept literally every time he told her, no, this isn't what it is, no, this isn't what it is, and he was like explaining to her what it is. She said, no, this is what it is. Like, you can't tell somebody how their mind operates. And I feel like that's really disrespectful. If somebody's really calm, because it's hard to get anything like that on social media calmly. Like, once you get on a post, people are ready to shoot at you already. You feel me? Right. So it's like when somebody's talking to you calmly, talk to them calmly. And, you know, I had to drown out the noise myself because I was about to comment and say, bro, I've seen literally both of you and you cannot speak on what he's talking about because you have your issues on your own. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, make sure, like, in those moments, you literally have to look at social media and be like, you know, when you type that out, sometimes you just got to delete it and just move on with your day because that's going to save your mental. Yeah. And then that's not going, you know, you're not putting yourself in the situation. You know what I'm saying? Don't jump in the water. You feel me? Don't drown. Yeah. All right, you get me?
I'm big on that. I'll type something out and I'll be like, man, let me get out of here. I ain't even posting that. Let me go ahead.
Every time.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that's all I wanted. I mean, like I said, I just want to apologize to my community, you know. And what's crazy is I didn't really go in the way I wanted to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel you.
But just the little taste I gave out, people not used to that from me. You know what I mean? So that won't happen again. I'm never responding to anything. Say what you want, do what you want. Like I said, you don't harm my family, my household, or myself. We good, for real.
And we all hearing this on video, you know what I'm saying? So if y'all hear it on video and y'all still approach him the way y'all do, hey, we can't really tell y'all nothing, you feel me? Approach me the same way. I just want respect. I give everybody respect. Until they disrespect me, then I'm just cut them off. I don't even gotta disrespect them. You done. You know what I'm saying? Like, the respect is so easy to give these days. People just choose not to. You feel me? So when you go out and give respect, and you know, as a person, you have to do this. As a human, you have to do this. When you go out and give respect and somebody disrespect you, don't put yourself into a situation that's going to make it worse for you, because it's going to make it worse for both of y'all. But now you put yourself there. But all you got to do is walk away. You feel me? Like, talk to yourself. Tell yourself, yo, I don't need this right now. I got too much to lose. I got too much behind me. And I'm building on too much. And if I'm building on too much and somebody at the bottom of my tower trying to take my shit out, come on, man. You feel me? So just do your thing. You got this.
And when you engaging, man, these people are renting free. They're renting free mental space in your head.
Facts.
Because ain't no way in hell you gonna tell me you engaging with somebody on social media or in real life, whatever you have it, and you're not walking around thinking about the situation all day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, a week, 2 weeks. You know what I mean? They won. They're renting free mental space in your head. They live in your mind for free.
For free.
And they're stealing your time. So it's actually costing you.
Yes.
So yeah, man, just like I said, drown out the noise, man. It is what it is, man. Just let it go. Stay focused. Stay on your grind. Do what you got to do, man. Drown out the noise, man. Stay focused. Is tunnel vision, man. Stay on that tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision. So I'm gonna do it this week. You got any shout outs, bro? What you got?
Yeah, I got shout out. First of all, we got put God first, and I mean, shout out to my wife and my kids, all 4 of them. Special shout out to Chef Jacqueline from Jack Snacks. Shout out again to Queen's Creations, the Shan over there. Shout out to all of the chefs that was doing their thing with the strawberries and the desserts and the wine packages for Valentine's Day. Y'all was going crazy. There's so many of y'all, I can't even remember who to name. I only remember them 2 because I got a package from both of them. But man, there's so many of y'all, man. Word up. I appreciate y'all. And you know what I mean? I love everything y'all doing, man. Just keep shooting and don't stop.
There you go.
What about you? What you got going on?
My shout out is for anybody, literally. First of all, the biggest shout out goes to my kids. Just like he said, I don't have a wife, but you know, I do have somebody that I'm co-parenting with, and you know, we're working on doing it very effectively. So shout out to her, shout out to my kids. But I'd like to give the biggest shout out to the creators around the area, around the 757, because I'm a creator myself. I always find myself doing something new, learning a new habit or learning a new a skill or something. So, you know, when you learn those new things, you just think to yourself, I wonder, you know, who else has this skill? But in my sense, I don't worry about that as far as like, dang, can somebody take this from me? I take that as like, yo, this is really dope. I probably could collab with somebody on this, or I probably could, you know, we could probably make a dope project. You know what I'm saying? So like, who else knows how to do this? Because creativity in itself, like the word creativity means so much, and it reaches way beyond what we can even ever think. And there's so much to be created, and there's so much we haven't explored. So just create, get out there, create, do your thing, and you know, don't let up. So.
Yeah, creators rule the world, man. Creators change the world. Creators create the world.
There you go. Yes, sir.
Word up. Yeah, so thank y'all for tuning in. Listen, man, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all of that stuff to get the algorithm flowing. We truly appreciate y'all for being patient with us. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and all of that. Listen, man, it's Above the Corner podcast, and we out.
We out, baby.